Hi, my name's Jason Sadler. Scott Graham gave me a call one day and asked me if I wanted to design a Trojan horse. And I said, yeah, Scott, I would like to design a Trojan horse. So this is my process. I usually start pretty small. I like to just draw tons of thumbnails. It helps me, I think, be a lot more courageous with pushing shapes and proportions and just trying out new things. I think drawing to larger size, I start to perhaps tighten up or get a little more conservative. So I just fill up tons of pages with concepts and try as many different options as I can. And I think the original brief that Scott gave me was he wanted this character, the shape of this horse, just to be ridiculous and fun. So as you can see, I'm trying a whole bunch of different shapes and sizes. And I remember at one point too, there was a particular storyboard that Scott had drawn that I really liked, and I thought maybe I could elaborate on that. And we kind of went down this route where I developed this, took that sketch and tried to like beef it up, almost kind of like tank-like. And we went down that route for a little bit, but ended up, I think I started to get maybe a little bit too serious or a little bit too military. So I kept exploring more ideas, but if you see the character at the very bottom center of the screen with the red dot right here, that particular character Scott saw and really liked just how ridiculous it was in terms of having these like puny little legs and this big top heavy body. So after that point, I kind of stuck with that general idea and elaborated on that. And as you can see here, I'm just going to scroll across. I think I was just still trying to push the proportions and try different things. I think we were thinking of certain things too, like the men might come out of the horse's back end, and maybe there would be like a gag where the men come down falling off a cliff or fall right into a fire in Troy there. But I think we kind of stayed pretty close to this concept. I'll show you as we go along. I did some exploration, just the dimension, not just the profile, but some of the how it would look from the front. And this final page here shows just taking, I was kind of sampling off certain sketches, one that maybe had a stronger tail, one that had a stronger mane, the different head to body proportions, but it all kind of funneled down. All these sketches started borrowing from each other. I started kind of making a hybrid, and it came out to this final design that we see down here. And this was the at least final profile of our horse design, with some of the Greek soldiers pulling it like a toy.
Once we had the design and nailed it down, we sent it over to Ted Pratt, who brought it into Maya, and from there he sculpted the horse into a three-dimensional form. You can see here that he's using Jason's drawings to set it all up. Once the model is built to our satisfaction, we would use a texture map to paint the outside and establish the colors that we wanted. Finally, we would export that and bring it into Toon Boom Harmony and create the animation. And now here it is in action in the final film.
Blah, 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 blah.